Hello and welcome, fellow cycling fans, to the preview of Stage 6 of the Tour de France 2024. And what a tour it has been so far! Really thrilling stages, really interesting winners, some record breakers, some first times in yellow. But before we move on to Stage 6, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss a preview of a Grand Tour stage ever again. Before we look at the profile of Stage 6 and the potential scenarios for the race, we are going to do a quick recap of Stage 5 as ever. Who won that stage? It was Mark Cavendish. The Manx Missile has done it. His 35th stage win in Tour de France. He is now alone at the top. He is the record breaker for the most stage wins in the Tour history. Congratulations to Mark and Team Astana Kazakhstan who believed in him. They were never famous for their sprinting team, but this time they gathered a group dedicated to Mark Cavendish, to his goal of winning a stage at the Tour de France. They nursed him all the way through the first four stages, and he duly delivered in his first attempt in this year's Tour, winning with a masterclass sprint. He was surfing through the field like a man possessed, launching himself in the last 150 meters and beating Jasper Philipsen convincingly. Alexander Kristoff in third, Arno Deli in fourth, Fabio Jakobsen fifth, Ackermann, Demar, Thijssen, Girmay and Van der Berg rounding up the top 10. Mats Pedersen unfortunately crashed, but Axel Zingel managed to bunny hop him and save him from further injuries. So great move, Axel. In the GC standings, obviously nothing has changed. Pogacar is still in front of Evenepoel and Vingegaard. He has 45 and 50 seconds in front of them, respectively. However, in the points classifications, there was a small change, or rather a big change. Bini Girmay now has the green jersey in front of Mats Pedersen, Abrahamsen, and Philipsen is now fourth. So this looks like it will be a three-horse race all the way to the Paris. Bini Girmay, Mats Pedersen, and Jasper Philipsen, all good candidates to win this jersey. I still think that Philipsen is the favorite, but the first two guys are climbing better than him. They will collect those points at the intermediate checks. Also in the finish, you should never count them out, so it will be a thrilling battle. Brian Kokar continues to gather those points at both intermediate tracks and in the stage finishes, but I just don't think that he has it to really challenge for the jersey. In the KOM, Abrahamsen extends his lead. He's the only one that is interested in those fourth categories climbs, so he takes 1 point at that climb before the finish. In the year classifications and the team's classifications, there were no changes. Evenepoel is still in the white jersey, and Team UAE leads the team's classification. So stage 6, another sprinter stage, obviously 163 kilometers from Mâcon to the famous city of Dijon, where the original mustard recipe comes from. In the first 10 kilometers, we have the only climb of the day, again a fourth categorized climb, and we already know that Abrahamsen is going to take that 1 point. Then, some 20 kilometers after that, we have an intermediate sprint, so breakaway will not for before this sprint for sure. We can expect the same guys to feature there: Bini, Pedersen, Philipsen, Kokar, Fabio Jakobsen, probably maybe Mark Cavendish will also try, but I think that his only goal is just winning stages. Then we will have a small breakaway, one, two guys maybe, probably someone from Total Energies like Grelier and someone from Francis de Jeux, as they are maybe the only team without a sprinter here, or rather the only team that doesn't have a GC guy, as Godot is now out of the GC battle. So they are probably going to try and send a guy in the breakaway, maybe Stefan Kung, but I think it is more smart to save Kung for the later stages, as there will be a lot of breakaway opportunities. So 100 meters we are going to the north of France, and the weather in Dijon is going to be pretty similar to the one we had today, some 20-21 degrees, maybe small chances of showers, but the wind will be stronger than it was today, some 5 meters per second, so that is almost 20 kilometers per hour. That wind can create an echelon, but I don't expect to see them tomorrow. What is important about sprinter stages, of course, are the final 5 kilometers, and this is the map before we enter the Dijon city center. We have one left-hand turn at 3 kilometers before the finish, then some right turns, and the last like 1.5 kilometers look to be pretty straight, but we have one roundabout some 500 meters before the finish, so the positioning will be crucial before that roundabout. I expect Team Alpecin to do a better job this time around. Van der Poel didn't really look great today, so I expect him to bounce back and do it better for Philipsen tomorrow. So before we look at bookmakers' odds for tomorrow's stage, tell me in the comments who do you think is going to take it. And the bookmakers still favor Jasper Philipsen at 2.35, and I think this is probably the good odds for him. He is an incredible sprinter for sure, and he has to be the favorite, but Mark Cavendish is now the marked man. He's the second favorite to win it in front of Deli, Groenewegen, Pedersen, Girmay, Gaviria, Jacobsen. So this looks like a pretty even field. Any of those guys can really win it, especially if it is chaotic as it was today. Bookies also favor Wout van Aert in front of, let's say, Christoph and Bauhaus and Ackermann, but I don't really think that Wout van Aert is here to sprint, especially in the first like 10 days. Maybe a bit later on the Champs-Élysées he's going to try, but he's still riding himself into form. So that was all for stage 6. Thank you a lot for watching my videos. Don't forget to like it if you like my comment. Don't forget to subscribe. And I hope to see you tomorrow for the preview of a very important stage 7 time trial. Have a great day and bye.